All right, Scorpio, welcome in. This is your astrology forecast and tarot reading for August 2023. If you're new here, welcome in. It's nice to see you. All right, if you like the content I create, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you get notified of any new videos that come out. I do videos all the time. I'm going to be doing something for Lionsgate, so lots going on right now. I have my little notes for you guys for Scorpio relating to some big things that are happening in August. Like I said, I'll do a separate whole video about Lionsgate, which is 8/8. So you'll see that video next week. Well, I'll go through each zodiac sign. Okay. So the first thing I want to talk about was we have a full moon in on August 1st in Aquarius, and that is falling in your 4th house. So this does have to do, I know I'm just going to keep shuffling because it's calming and until I hear no, this is a little bit about your independence, and it is about like emotional baggage, healing any kind of emotional baggage you might have. This is really important, and balancing between your personal freedom and the clarity about your, well, personal freedom versus responsibilities for home life. And there might be some push because we do have North Node in Aries, and that might make you feel a little bit like, I got to get going, I got to move on, or I got to keep, achieving, I got to keep going. But 4th house is like, 4th house is about heart, 4th house is about home. Okay, so with that full moon in Aquarius on August 1st, you might be releasing any kind of baggage you have around your ability to advance in your life. Okay, whether it's relationship issues or it's work issues, whatever it is, emotional baggage is emotional baggage. Got to get out. On the 16th, we have the new moon in Leo, which is the opposite sign, and that's in the opposite house of the 10th house, right? New moons are opposite the full moons. Full moons are opposite the sun. New moons are conjunct with the sun. So we have the sun in Leo right now, and the new moon is moving into Leo on August 16th. It will be a full new moon. It will be its strongest new moon energy. And this is about setting bigger goals for yourself. This is about creativity and fun and talent. So if on the 1st, if you're doing a good job of releasing any baggage you might have around your creativity, let's just say, or about your ability to be in the world, right? Like you might be too tied to your home or too, we've all been working out of our homes, and I'm never going to want to do anything else. But if that's causing you, if there is some kind of like, emotional baggage around that, like I feel like, oh, I can't go out, like agoraphobia or something, that's baggage. That's not helpful. So even though working out of your home might be great, if it's costing you social interaction, or if it's costing you, it's really about you stepping back into your charisma, back taking bold steps, okay, in your career. So those two things go together pretty beautifully. And I think this does have to do with about enhancing your ambition. Okay. And the full moon, in Aquarius is about like aligning with your integrity, but also aligning with your authenticity, so that when we have the new moon, you can kind of launch into something really creative. And those two things are 2 weeks apart. So you can see there's a progression there. We do have Mercury retrograde in Virgo in the 11th house for you. And that is about reconnecting with friends, with social circles, right? If you've been staying in the house too much, it's time to really get out and really connect with friends. However, avoid impulsivity. Mercury retrograde, right? This can be something that is about really deepening friendships instead of just, oh, I'm going to have a gazillion friends. It's like the ones that you have, it's about deepening those friendships. And it is about like clarifying what you want from friendship. What do you want from this relationship? And it's time to mend any kind of misunderstandings. Okay, that's going to be happening on the 23rd of August. So Mercury retrograde, as you know, goes for about 3 weeks. So if you have had any misunderstandings or any ruptures in friendships, it's time to really mend those and revisit maybe even your social media presence. Like, are you really showing up who you want to show up as? So that's Mercury in retrograde in your 11th house. You have Mars. Mars is moving into Libra, and you have that in your 12th house. Okay, Scorpio. And so this is about resting and recharging. Spiritual practices are highlighted. You're going to need to go deep. Okay, this is about going deep. 12th house is deep. Libra is not deep. Mars is action oriented, but because it's in the 12th house, it's about going deep. 12th house is all about going deep, right? It's our connection to our spiritual source, connection to God, connection to healing, connection to our introspection and how we hear the messages coming through. So this is really about your spiritual practices, maybe in need of some upgrade or repair, or doing some things that are going to, taking action. Mars, right? And Libra is relationship. So it could be your relationship to spirit needs an upgrade. All right. So you're dealing with past baggage, releasing what no longer serves. That is happening around the 27th of August. And on the 28th, Uranus goes retrograde in Taurus, which is in your 7th house of relationships. So this is about embracing your individuality. This is about introspection. This is about potential shifts in your approach to relationships and partnerships. So breaking free of old patterns, seeking partners that support and embrace your individuality, not that try to hold you down. That 4th house stuff in the beginning with Aquarius in that 4th house, it's almost like you're kind of cutting yourself out of a hemmed in situation, and you're really now starting to get bigger in the world. Okay, so August is going to be about, for Scorpio, is about getting bigger in the world. Watch all these readings, especially for your rising sign. Okay, I'm just going to give you that little bit of advice. That is how, when we're doing general readings in astrology, we're kind of anchoring them in the rising sign, in the sun sign as the 1st house. So you may have your sun in a different house, but what you're going to want to do is make sure you're watching your rising sign. Okay, that might give you additional information. Deep knowing. I'll put these up here. Deep knowing, peace. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Peace, and go to the sea. So water sign for you. This is about that's the high priestess energy connected to Cancer. This is connected to Pisces. So this is really about finding peace within. And I feel like there's some relationships that might go. Like we talked about with Mercury and retrograde in Virgo in the 11th house, there can be some friendships that you mend, but only to be like, okay, they gotta, I just wanted to get some closure on this, and then it's gotta go. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to be renewed. Some of you might renew old friendships and they do go somewhere, but it really does have to do with about your personal growth. Okay. It's not just about, oh, okay, we renewed the relationship and so now it's good for me. Maybe renewing it so you can close it off, right? So you can move on. Okay. Underneath is the Page of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the Empress. Wow, look at all the fives here. Big change happening for Scorpio. 5 of Wands, and the King of Swords. Look at that. King of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy there. So some of you Scorpios are going through some loss here. And you might be doing that spiritual work about your losing relationships or healing relationships or letting go of them. I feel like I'm going to say this to you, that you might have been hanging around with some energy vampires or people who are not good for you. You might be just closing out relationships from the past. Like, you might just have a relationship that you've been connected to because you've always been connected to this person and it's time for it to go. Sometimes things just end. Okay. And I feel like it's a very nurturing time. Like, the messages are coming through internally about patterns, negative patterns. I feel like you see them and you want to create something very positive in your life. And so you're going to do the work. because you're Scorpio, right? You're all about transformation. You're Scorpio. And this is also about, like, you have a deep inner knowing that something needs to change. Like, it can't keep on the way it is, all right? Can't, whatever that is. The Fool, the Four of Wands, 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Temperance could be with a Sag, 2 of Swords. Yeah. Libra energy here, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. Justice, Strength, there's Leo, 6 of Pentacles. I feel like this is a rebalancing for you. All right, this is a rebalancing. And the Fool is about stepping out onto a new stage, stepping out into a new path. This is a trust fall. So it's a little bit about trusting the universe to bring in the path that you're manifesting. I do see celebration here. This is really nice. The Four of Wands is showing up. This is very much like, hey, it's showing up. It's here. I'm releasing any pattern that isn't good for me. 10 of Wands. I'm letting go of all this codependency. You might have had a relationship, like I said, Sag, Leo, Libra. I think we can dispense with that now. He's trying to bury a bone and he's driving me crazy. This little nylabone. So Sag, Leo, Libra, Taurus, more Libra, and Aquarius. And I just see you kind of like, look at the 10 of Wands is on the road, right? 10 of Wands is on the road. I'm moving on. I'm celebrating that I'm moving on. 6 of Swords. I think this person is moving on too. Or this situation is moving on too. Like, you don't have to worry that it's too early to end this, or that you're jumping the gun or anything. It's time. It's time to move on from this connection. I feel like this person that you're dealing with isn't really talking to you. Okay, so there might be an opportunity to kind of reconnect, because we have Venus in retrograde that started in July, end of July, and that's going to be going on for a while. So there could be some kind of reaching out, right? And I just think that you guys are on the same page in terms of the relationship is over. Okay, I think you're right there. So Justice and Strength. It might take a little courage to kind of balance these scales. I almost feel like some of you feel like you've been holding on to some things that you want to say. I feel like if you do want to say something to this person, I feel like you think this person really manipulated you. Okay, I feel like you think you lost a lot with this person. There's messages coming through that are like, hey, get this off your chest. Get this out there. Stop obsessing about it. Balance the scales. Justice in Leo time. Between Leo and Sag time. So fire, right? Fire energy here. The 2 of Swords. So I'm going to do some clarifying now. I feel like you definitely have some good things ahead here, but this is kind of blocking the way. You're seeing that the King of Swords, you might have an Aquarian coming in, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. That's really beautiful energy. No 10 of Swords, right? This is the thing that's long gone. So let's clarify, all right? The Fool is the new beginning. You have a deep knowing that it's time for you to move on. This could even be a job that has been, maybe they've put a lot on you, the 10 of Wands, and you might be celebrating a move. You might be moving, could be moving internationally or something like that. So, and that's where your person is, not in this country. So the Fool, that could be happening. Sun, 4 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Page of Pentacles. The new path is something that is going to take some time for you to get used to. I think you're having to learn a lot about where you're going. Let me just ask about that international move. Nine of Wands, yes. Wheel of Fortune, yes. Knight of Wands, Three of Wands. Very passionate about this. I feel like there's a younger Sag person who's also moving to this location. Like you're meeting in this location. This person is walking away from a lot of stuff, a lot of baggage. So are you. 9 and 10 of Wands here. You're both kind of having the same experience. You could be walking away from some kind of life that was so overly, you were so overly responsible for everything. The one that's missing is the 10 of Swords, right? With 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So it's not quite over yet. This person, this 6 of Swords, Temperance, and the 2 of Swords. This could indicate that foreign travel, and I feel like you're kind of like, can I really do this? Is this something I really, that's a real thing here? 8 of Swords, there's 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords, King of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Fool. Yes, absolutely. I think if your heart desires it, your brain is telling you that this is not possible, but your heart is saying to the sea. I feel like this is across the sea. You might be moving across the sea. There's some legal situations here, and it's going to take some courage to do this. Okay, it's definitely going to take some courage to do this. Why is the 6 of Pentacles here? Yeah, you're leaving people behind. 8 of Cups, Hermit, Chariot, Knight of Pentacles. All right, so your job here is to get a lot of the I's dotted and the T's crossed. Look at Charlie, made a big mess here. Really understand like where you're going, what you're doing. This feels like international moving across the sea. And I feel like that person is there. The new person, younger Sag, you can be like, I really clearly see, there's Aquarian energy here too. I really clearly see my future and I'll be manifesting it. So that new moon in the middle of August, let me move my things. I got my notes here. The new moon in the middle of August is going to be a big deal for manifesting this, right? A surge of creativity, ambition enhanced, embrace unique talents, showcase them to the world, right? Creativity, fun, talents on display, charisma, like get yourself out there in a big way. Now this could be a move into that, and moving in the world could be figurative, that you're not moving actually to a foreign country, but you're stepping up and moving into the world in a bigger, bolder way. Okay, Scorpio. So I'm going to continue this reading. If this is your reading, we'll take a look at it. There's definitely love coming in and this bold move into the world. So let's see where we go. Scorpio, link is below if you want to continue on. It's pinned to the top of the comments or in the description box. Hit the more. Whoop, the box opens right up and there it is. See you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.